So today's challenges that I have is one of my least favorite, kill 25 your opponent creatures. It's great because it's 750 gold coin. Uh, I kind of like, the only reason I do it is because it is 750 gold coin. I love Sunday because, my XP for mastery levels got reset. So usually by Tuesday, Wednesday, I already did my 15 wins and got all my XP. Uh, Also, some other stuff. We got Planecation, Amoket. Did actually play this one round. Uh, Played a deck that was basically mono blue, and it only had the creature that if you have 4 of them, it makes you discard 12 cards. Um, Luckily, the deck I have, is a little bit modified. It's a red-white Boros deck, real quick creatures, and luckily I was able to kill him before the little jerk decided to just run me through my cards. Maybe just for shits and giggles, I'll do a Partitioner's deck just to see if it really does anything, or what the win was. But at least try to have some originality when you play Singleton or any of these decks. I mean, come on. Personally, I think decks that say, "Hey, you can have unlimited," it's like rat decks. I love when people play rat decks in Singleton. To me, they should ban those cards. Just because the whole idea is to have not more than one copy of any other card. So I don't know if that's something maybe MTG Arena will change in the future. Kind of hope it does because it's just pointless. Sorry for my bird in the background. My bird is actually having a heyday because, one, it is a nice day, and two, she wants to be outside. So let me try to get her some millet to maybe be quiet. Hopefully the dog doesn't bark when I'm feeding her. There's the dog. So Singleton, I'll probably do a stream in a little bit for Singleton. Maybe play around with some different decks. I don't have any built other than this one. Maybe I'll try to do a zombie clan, and maybe a goblin clan, and just play around with some different decks for Singleton. I have to delete some decks. The one thing I wish there was an easier way to switch out decks. I do have a lot of different decks that I like to have at hand, just because I like to, excuse me, play a lot of different types of decks. I try to use MTG Arena Pro to kind of try to judge which ones I should keep, which ones I should get rid of. For the hell of it today, killing creatures, I'm going to use Muse Mystic Flight, Soren's Chosen, Chandra's Blades, and that's Johnny's Inspiration. These are all of the 2020 physical Planeswalker decks. I ordered the physical card for the green deck with, I believe it's Vivian, I'm not 100% sure. But that should hopefully be here. Usually I try to build these decks with wild cards, and then I'm an idiot and forget that, oh yeah, by the way, you buy a physical pack of cards for $11 and you get the arena version of the deck. So, I kind of pissed myself off. I blew through a lot of wilds that I could have used for some other stuff. Some other stuff I'm working on, wolf decks. Golgari Wolf, the green and white wolf deck, and a counter pack. So I'm calling it counter spells and wolf deck. Probably gonna do a flash pack deck, which is just all flash creatures. Any spells I can play on an opponent's turn, so that I can get some nice 2/2 creatures and then buff them up. Of course, at 2020, I kind of like it. All these decks, I'm trying to weed out stuff that's going to become illegal for ranked play in the fall to try to get a good deck going. So far, my favorite deck is my blue and green Elementals deck that I'm calling Elementally, my dear. So, enough of me talking. Let's get to some playing. I'm just going to go around right down the list, and probably I'll play one great game with Moose Mystic, one with Soren, one with Chandra, and one with Johnny. So let's get some playing. Let's see how many creatures. Let's see how many wins, and let's see if I can get any XP. Yeah, level 54. I'm kind of liking this mastery. You know, I think it's worth the money to buy, you know, the lower level, just because of, you know, you get some of these nice alternative art. You get some mystics. I mean, Nice Eye Johnny. And in reality, I don't think there's any reason why you should actually have to pay 250 gems to boost yourself one level. If you just come in, do your challenges, get your 15 wins, it's actually pretty easy to get this done. So without talking, Vampire deck, a very good deck that I do enjoy using. Oh, actually, maybe, where the hell am I? Where'd they go? Hello. Yeah, we're here. Why am I missing? Oh, that's interesting. Huh. There we go. So, I haven't played these decks yet, so it's going to be interesting to see kind of how they do in the overall versus people's decks. The Sorin deck, I'd have played that one, so actually I have played one of them. Moose I haven't played. Got a good deal at Walmart, or not Walmart, Target, sorry. $11 a deck, you know, so, you know, I find that kind of reasonable, especially considering the fact that you get the cards. A booster pack, a nice Mystic. So, let's give this a shot, see how we do. Hopefully I can beat up 25 creatures and I'm not here all day. A counterburn deck of some sort. Crackling Drake. I don't know what the... Looks like a lot of flying creatures. Like I said, I haven't played this deck, so... Yep. Or Enigma Drake, same thing. I do. Oh. Slow him down a little. Gotta be aggressive. Let's see if they'll block a core 0. Oh. That wasn't fun. Although this isn't really helping me kill creatures. You know, it's kind of looking good for winning, but not really good for killing creatures here.
The mind is a tempest that can be controlled or unleashed. You have awakened the mighty storm.
Let's see if I can annoy the hell out of them. That wasn't necessarily its smartest move there. Again, haven't killed a creature yet. Casted a lot of spells, just haven't killed a creature. Now, I wanted to return Mu Yangling because I can bring her out and basically return that creature, and let's see if they try to do anything with Riddlemaster. You know, their problem is they wasted those burn spells on the lower level creatures. Gonna return it again. I'm just gonna have to knock you down the hard way. This isn't working out for them. Although this is a very annoying deck, I will give it that. Another burn spell.
Even a typhoon begins with a single raindrop. The wind rises and the rain falls.
So not a bad deck. I mean, I really didn't kill any creatures, so that kind of sucks. So this is definitely not the type of deck that is good for killing creatures. You know, on the other hand, I am kind of happy that I won. Give me my 250. But yeah, not really my favorite. So let's go to Sorin Chosen. This one I have played a couple times. There you are. I am a huge vampire fan. I've always liked vampires. Still, I think my strongest deck that I currently have is a black and white vampire deck. last season. Got up to Silver Tier 2 with it. So haven't tried to do it again yet this year or this season. Usually I wait till mid-season to let the really good people, again, I'm not saying I'm the greatest or anything, or anywhere near as great as some of the decks that I've seen. You know, and I try to use as many original decks as possible. I really don't like to go out and just download people's decks and then, you know, especially if they post and they say, oh, this one went 20 and some and I'm this, you know, when people are like, oh, well, what deck are you using? It's, you know, I'm one of those people, I try to have pride in my decks and not really do anything, because again, you know, if I got up to Mythic and I use somebody else's deck, well, there's not really a self-satisfaction in there. If you're just getting into MTG Arena, you know, I would say go, or if you play cards, you know, I find I've bought more cards ever since I started playing Arena than beforehand, so thank you, Wizards, for creating Magic the Gathering Arena. For those of us that can't necessarily get out and go to our local game store to play people or find people to play. All right. Now, hopefully, you know, got murder in this hand. Come on. You gotta be here. You gotta be here. Come on. You gotta be somewhere. All right. This looks like I always wonder what happens when stuff like this. The one thing I do like about these playing fields is, and I just found this out, if you click on certain things, you know, they react. Kind of cool. Oops, don't want to do that. You know, kind of entertain yourself while, ooh, that's moving. This is going to be a bust. Well, I was hoping this was going to be a good video, and I was hoping that we would be killing some creatures, but I'll play this deck again. So I'm assuming this person's not going to be around. These guys are pretty good. These are not in my vampire deck. I really need to try to figure out who to put in. I've gotten beat up by these guys, Savage Gorger. It was pretty miserable when I played a deck that had a couple of these out, and it just did not end pretty. So John Kieran, don't know where you are, but, you know, sorry if you had internet issues. Wow, this has got to be the most boring stream that you guys have ever watched of anything I've ever done. Okay, hurry, 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 hurry. This is not getting me my 750. Ooh, Mastery Orb. What do you suggest? Shifting Ceratops. Yeah, why not? Why not? And while we're at $1,000 or 1,000 gold, let's pick up a pack. All my core set 2020. When War of the Spark came out, I did the pre-sale. With this set, I did not do the $50 buy-in, so I'm slowly Picking up these cards. This is still Risen Reef is still one of my favorite creature cards. With my blue-green elemental. My red, blue, and green just not as great. Let's go back to playing. Alright, let's try Sorin Chosen again. I would love to be able to get another pack of cards today. Thirst and Bloodlord, love it. You know, in the world of shocks, you know, I love a 3/3 creature. One thing that the white and black vampire that was a 2/2 that gave +1/+1. That was great, but in the world of shocks, it kind of sucked because you really couldn't play that until you had a way to beef it up. If you were playing a red burn deck, that was always the first creature card that they loved to hit. Yeah, let's destroy that. Yes, one creature. You know, I think it'd be real interesting if Magic brings out the Circle of Protections again. Oh, that was a nasty... Wait. Oh, I hate... I'm not a fan of cards that don't untap. White Flyer. You know, I could really use another mana. That would be nice. Well, that wasn't very nice. Am I gonna get mana screwed? Probably. Yep, I'm getting mana screwed. Well, let's see if I can kill any creatures and... I always love being mana screwed. There's nothing like it. Especially when your opponent has 7 mana. Really kind of sucks. Man, I gotta give him a nice on that. The only problem about going all in. Oh, they didn't. They had Vigilance SO. You don't even let me. Yeah, there's no point. So, evidently this deck is weak against flyers. Oh yay, I got 3. Yippee-ki-yay. I'm kind of hoping I don't get bored with this and trying to kill creatures, because I'm just going to go to my Angrath Rage deck. I'm trying to keep this just pre-constructed decks. Again, I haven't modified these, so this is, if you buy them, you know, this is basically what they are. So at least it makes it an interesting video. If you, again, I have a whole drawer of pre-made decks. I really don't, I use them to test decks out. Now the one thing I can't wait for, I don't know if anyone else pays attention to upcoming sets, but the set that's coming out the fall, that's based on the fairy tales, I can't wait for that set to come out. You know, the one thing I do love about Magic is the ever-changing dynamics of the game. Now this looks like probably a black and white vampire deck, so chances are this is not going to end well for me. Still some cool cards. Come on, why? Just let me kill your creature, please. Please. Let me kill your creature. That's all I want. Nothing more. Just let me kill your creature. Woo! Bingo! I do love Isolated Chapel. I love the Dominaria lands. I'm going to be devastated when they rotate out of cycle. It's going to kind of be a bummer. You know, to me, that's the closest card to a dual land. The old 3rd edition, 4th edition dual land. That's out there. You know, I think it's a nice balance if you have you know, so you can't pop it down on the first turn, but if you pop it down in your second turn, it's there. You know, the Scry lands, kind of cool. Oh, what do we got? Gotta love the kitty. Like I said, Savage Gorger, awesome card. Blast Zone's an interesting card. The only thing I can hope is that I can get my Gorgers up high enough. Well, my creatures are going to all die in the next turn, so... At least the guy's being nice and he's letting me kill his creatures. Shh, don't tell him I have Bloodthirsty Aerialist. I'll be happy when that card is gone this fall. Gravewalker's an interesting card. 5/5/6 mana, return target creature card. The only problem is I don't have 7 mana. The good news is it's flying. I don't think I would have given up that easy. Bingo. 4 wins. 150 gold. 1 rare, 11 commons, 6 uncommons. I will play Sorin one more time. That was a little bit of an interesting run. I love this. This is a nice little vampire. 1 mana, Death Touch, Lifelink. Black's version of Shock. Nice opening hand, though, you know. By turn 3, 3 creatures. For those that have watched my previous videos, I'm sorry I haven't been posting a lot. Unfortunately, real life has been busy, so I'm trying to get back into adding more content. You know. Well, that wasn't nice. Here. So So this is going to be one of those nice spore decks, probably with the green and black archer, that anytime a creature dies, you get 1 damage. So just, you know, one thing I am very good at is looking at a deck and pretty quick figuring out what type of deck I'm up against. So oh, that blows. Oh, here. Take 3 damage. Oh no, this is gonna be a vampire deck. Awesome. Ah, oops, I messed up there. Yeah, I knew he was going for one of mine.
This quick, I'm bored already. Loneliness can hurt.
Yay, I killed a creature! Oh, I can't wait for Immortal Sun to be gone.
Ooh, sorry. Not really.
Well, at least I got 2 creature kills. That's gonna suck. Although that's a nice combination with those 2.
All I've left you is pain.
Maybe I'll be able to kill another creature at least. Oh, that's miserable. Yeah, this is over. Alright, let's play this something else. This just... Nah. Nah. Let's go to Chandra. Today we're streaming on both Twitch and YouTube. Do have a Twitch channel. Not all the stuff I put on both channels, but I do have a Twitch channel. This is by far one of the coolest dragons ever. Also one of the most pain in the rear to deal with. Haven't played this deck. Don't know what life is going to be like. There's that lovely shock. I really hate that card. Let's see. Well, might as well get him for one. I'll take the 2 damage. I think this is my favorite Chandra right now. And I'll tell you why.
I know who I am, and no one is telling me what to do. Let's give this a try.
That right there. Azorius Skyguard. Ooh, nice pack of 2020 cards. I'll be sad once this is done. Well, since we had good luck, let's play that again. Aggro is aggravating. So here's the deal. You watch my videos. If I can get up to 50, 60 followers, I'll start giving away packs of cards. I'll start giving away other interesting Magic the Gathering related items. So if you watch my channel, you like the decks, make sure to subscribe. This is going to be interesting, a lot of high power creatures, however, not enough mana. Always one thing or the other. Oop, now we got the mana. This deck, I definitely see potential. I definitely see potential with this deck. Now, if that person was wise, they would have had some murders in there. Thank you. Don't worry, if I get the 25 kills, I'll still play with the last deck. Play with a Johnny. It'll be more for fun. Won't be for trying to get the gold. You know, the one thing I do like about Magic the Gathering Arena is I feel that they did a good job balancing those that are wanting to dump money into the game, and they've also done a good job of keeping that balance between pay to win and those that just like to play free games. Now, the only thing is, I'm one that likes to pay because servers aren't cheap. So I mean, you know, and people are always about, oh well, it's pay to win. Well, no, you know, they got to keep the bills going. You know, they got to pay the bills somehow. So, um, I could shock them. Or I could just try to hold out for that. The biggest thing when playing Magic is your life is also an asset. I'm not really too worried about 3/1/1 creatures. I'd rather keep my Scorch Spitter. So if this person does attack, no problem. I'm hoping they drop another creature. They drop another creature. Gives me 4 kills, 1 card. And no offense, it's only 3 life. Not that big of a deal. Come on. You know you want to play something. The other nice thing, Chandra's Wave. Wipe them out. And see that right there. Oh, this person's gonna be pissed. Ah.
I need some handling. You look flammable enough.
I wonder if I'll get this up to be able to pull off the -8. Ouch. Hmm.
I know I will make a difference.
I might actually have to mod this deck. This is actually a lot of fun.
Let me show you what a real Pyromaster looks like. Miracles time.
Oh, I should have finished them there, but sometimes I get click happy. Well, ain't that cheeky. As the old saying goes.
This fight could use a little heat.
Ah, there we go. So 1,400 gems. Yeah, I'm somebody that as soon as I earn gold, unfortunately I spend it. Just the way I am. Ooh, I likey that. Planar cleansing. All non-land permanents. That's a nice card. I didn't have that one. I'm not even sure where I am with my sets. Magic Core Set 2020, not collected. It's always amazes me when you don't have like commons. It's like, how the hell can you not have a common of that card yet? Like, how do I not have Tranquil Cove? Or Thornwood Falls? Like how? Well, I'll have to change that. Well, like I said, I will continue to play. Maybe I'll do one more Chandra. Chandra's Blaze is a lot of fun to play. Hopefully this video is turning out decent. Looks like the internet connection is pretty good today. I was streaming to 2 different sources. Usually takes up about 6-7 megs of upload. Unfortunately, cable modems, they kind of limit you to 10 megs up. Well, this will be interesting. Got some begin nice early creatures, get them out. This creature cannot be blocked, targeted, dealt damage, enchanted, or equipped by anything red. That's interesting. I don't know if that hurt me or that helped me. Oh, this is gonna get annoying.
It's a matter of give and take.
I really hate control decks. Alright, I'm done. Oh, like I said, I promised to Johnny. Hey, and if you ever want to play, you know, message me in a video, message me on YouTube. I would love to play. You know, it'd be great to. Just message me. I'd love to play people that watch. You know, it'd be great to play some people that, you know, if you have a deck, you know, one day I should probably just sit through and say, hey, these are the decks I have. You know, anyone want to just scrimmage a little? Look at different, you know, ideas. If you have a deck that you'd like to play and say, hey, you know what, that deck looked cool, let me see if I can beat it. I would love to stream any of you guys that watch these videos. You know, whether I win or lose, don't matter. It's all about the game, you know. It's one thing I love about Magic is, you know, there's some really cool combos and there's some really smart people out there that play this game. So, this deck I have not played, other than putting it into the system in Arena. I haven't played it. So, this looks like a Gruul deck. That I'm playing against. I do love Gruul. Gruul is my favorite guild, next to Orzhov. Not a fan of Dimir. Not a fan of Azorius. You know, I think it's just one of those things that, you know, I try to understand the strategies so I can try to figure out how to beat them. But Now, the only thing I'm wondering about this deck is this going to be one of these freaking decks that's like all these high power, you know. Riot is by far my favorite when it comes to abilities. Call of the Wild, or Rhythm of the Wild, you know, that ability to give a creature Riot. This deck is just gonna trounce the shit out of me. There we are. Knew that was coming. Pacifism, great card. I think first came around Mirage. Kind of like Mirage's. That creature was getting annoying. It's a great creature. 2 mana, 2/2. Gonna have to pacify that guy. Huh. Oh, that sucks. I hate Clamor Shaman. Oh, that is actually a cool creature. Now, the only that special ability would be cooler if that was trample. I'm just curious to see what this guy does. Me, I'd just sacrifice a creature. Oh, you know what? I'm an idiot. I have vigilance. This is actually a good game. Alright, so those are all the different decks. What the hell, I'll do one more Ajani. Might as well. So, you know, if you're still watching at this point, you're watching now, thanks for tuning in. You know, I love watching people play Magic. I love looking at the strategy, the different way people think. Again, at the end of my video clip, I'll put up my name. And again, you know, if you would like to play one day, hey, just message me. I would love, like I said, I would love to play people, you know, talk about strategy, anything of the sort. You know, would love to. Well, this person's deciding if they want to... Oh, no, there we go. Let the battle begin. This is going to be a bird deck or a flying all flying deck. That was interesting. I would have expected them to block. That's always fun. Play with the kitty. Now this will be interesting. They got a nice group of defenders. Are they going to keep on being aggressive, or are they going to back off a little and play more defensively now? How interesting, how interesting. Jerk. I'm gonna have to take this battle to the air. The game's pretty much over. So I really don't. I'm not a real big fan of the Johnny. This deck, I just really don't. I'm not a fan of. Come on, it's not that hard to attack, you dumb mon. Come on, attack. Okay. Well, while you're doing that, I'm just gonna go do this because. Stupid little flyers. So anyway, if you want to play me, you know, send me a message. There's my name, my number. Would love to play anybody. Let me know.